A lot of people ask me, how can I support other people who are struggling with their mental health? This could be friends or colleagues or family, and we want to know what to do. And there's a lot of fears about getting it wrong. So here's a few tips to help you get started. Number one is ask creative questions. I feel like we're getting a little bit stuck with, how are you? I'm fine. How was your weekend? Kind of basic questions, but they elicit the same response, which is, I'm fine, I'm okay, it was good, right? And so rather than kind of expecting other people to answer in a different way, why don't we ask different questions? So I might ask questions like, hey, what's the biggest challenge you're facing at the moment? Or what's going on for you in your life? So when we ask specific questions, people are more likely to answer in a deeper way because we've shown that we're willing to listen. Which brings me up to my next point, which is about actively listening. Now, in a world of distraction, this is harder than it looks because we think we're listening, but actually our notifications are pinging and all sorts of distractions are going on. So simply giving somebody our full attention can be essential to making them feel safe so that they can open up to us. Number three, you don't have to know all the answers in order to support someone effectively. If you listen, you can then move to my third step, which is about empowering personal solutions. And so that means asking things like, hey, when you felt better, what types of things were you doing? And they might say, hey, I was sleeping better, or this situation wasn't going on. And then challenging an individual to do the things that they know can help. And of course, supporting them if they do need some professional help, like, hey, shall I be with you while you go to the professional or call this number? And finally, lead by example. So many times we're saying, hey, these things worked for me, and then we're telling other people what to do. What actually happens is they get their defenses up because they're like, I've tried that thing and it's not quite right for me. But when you can say, hey, this is something that's worked for me, so you're living a different way that invests in your well-being, and then saying, what types of things do you want to try? We're then kind of showing them the way that's possible, but also giving them the choice as to what things they can do. And in the workplace or in teams, families, and friendship groups, we can create positive accountability that enables us to all think about good mental health and where we want to get to, not just prevention of poor mental health.